match Sunday for the top sides in the Prem. All right. Good afternoon. Good to have you.
Afternoon to you, Jerry. How you doing? I hope the weekend was not that bad for you.
Yeah, the weekend was just a lot of distraction for me. I didn't really see what was happening in the Premier until later. I had to check some updates, what's going on. Of course,
And you saw your side use their left leg to kick the EPL title.
Yeah, I want to bar penalty, Lord, throwing.
Your own is not even throwing now, it's into the stands. Yours is not even throwing now at this point. It's not even throwing at this point, it's into the stands.
A very played to the throwing. That's just the way it is. Just
a very shocking weekend for all football lovers around the world. From the Manchester United, even started from the Newcastle game where we saw Newcastle hammering Tottenham at White Hart Lane. I think about 3-0 or 4-0, and it was actually shocking. A Tottenham team that is fighting for the top four and coming to lose to Newcastle. Then we thought, okay, maybe it's the early kickoff drama. You know, the early kickoff drama always comes in, and we see something. It's still shocker sometimes. Not knowing that it was going to go in late till later.
It was only Man City that made it correct.
It was only Man City that were able to just
Luton's impression.
They were able to just escape.
That's why I think, for me, I think the Prem needs to be investigated. There's a little bit of
Liverpool lost. Liverpool lost. Now the Prem needs to be investigated.
Liverpool losing. There's a conspiracy that shows that there's a bit of match fixing going on in the Prem. I think FIFA need to look at something. People need to look at the Prem. All of a sudden, Man City beats Luton Town. Arsenal loses.
Were you expecting the Man City to lose to the Luton side?
It would have happened to Arsenal or Liverpool. But if it happens to Man City, why should it be a big issue? But why is it that Man City now?
Okay, Arsenal lost to a good side in a
Man City now that Man City has all the fixtures lined up to suit them. Arsenal now loses. Liverpool now loses
to a strong Aston Villa side.
Don't forget, because Aston Villa has been struggling with 31.
It's just for you. But you know what? You will not be saying the same thing. Assuming Liverpool won yesterday and maybe Arsenal lost and Man City. Yeah. I'm sure you will not have said the same thing.
No, I leave. You know the conspiracy of this of yours. Three home teams.
No. Assuming just answer this question.
No, let's just
assuming Liverpool won.
Teams.
Calm down. Assuming Liverpool won.
3 home teams losing on a Sunday. It really happens in the Prem.
There's something called coincidence.
What kind of a coincidence? That this coincidence is too much. Come on. And of course, the same Mariwa is back. Great to have you on Locker Room this evening. We've been talking about the conspiracy, and the Prem needs to be investigated for match fixing. Because I don't know. It's just a conspiracy theory. Then nobody quote Jerry. I feel like he said so. But what happened on Sunday? Come on. Great to have you. You're welcome to Locker Room on VOP TV.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting day to be here. Thank you for having me. Well, I never knew that Jerry is the resident Sherlock Holmes for VOP TV. I mean, he started conjoining conspiracy theories. He has started investigating conspiracy theories when Liverpool lost.
Arsenal lost. West Ham United, calm down. West Ham
have not been good too now. West Ham United have not been good.
Forget, they cannot lose to Fulham at all of a sudden. Losing, I don't know, calm down. My wife, just bail me out, yes. Be on my side here.
No, but the thing is this, it's very simple now. The two teams, that is Arsenal and Liverpool, they dropped the ball. I think they really messed up their game. Arsenal did not show up in that particular game. Liverpool had a whole lot of chances, and they couldn't take any of their chances. Arsenal, on the other hand, they couldn't create anything valuable in front of goal. Aston Villa had 2 chances and they converted that. I think there is no conspiracy theory anywhere. I think just the 2 guys chasing the EPL just decided to give Man City the title. Remember, there is a meme on social media where there is the EPL and Arsenal going side by side, and at the very end they decided to split and go their separate ways. I think the same thing is happening to Arsenal again, and it's just unfortunate that we have Liverpool, we have Man City winning the league again. It's just unfortunate. There's no conspiracy theory anywhere. The guys dropped the ball and they have themselves to blame for it, to be honest with you.
Well, thank you for telling him that. I know you will want to believe
I know the day the conspiracy theories come up to be true. That day, I will say,
the question I'm asking,
I will say, I told you so.
Jerry, the question I'm asking,
okay.
Assume it was Liverpool that won this weekend and Man City and Arsenal lost. Will you be saying the same thing?
The conspiracy, back
Yeah,
to
it's
back.
a yes or
This
no.
is three.
Wait.
Why I'm confused? Why is it that the three teams
Okay.
loses on a Sunday, and the team that lose are stronger teams, and they are at home? That's my issue. That's my issue. And all of a sudden, Man City is now going to win the league.
Assuming it was Liverpool's favor, will you be saying the same thing?
Adibini was the Liverpool. That means it's not concurrent. That means at least one home team won. Even though it's not Liverpool, even if it's Arsenal that won, at least I was just say, what's happening? Why is it that
it's
the
okay.
two teams who are challenging Man City?
We don't hear.
God. All right, let's go back to the first on the agenda today. We have the Chairman House Committee on Sport, Honorable Ekene Adams, has joined the call for an indigenous coach to lead the Nigerian senior national team, the Super Eagles. And Honorable Ekene, who cited lack of time ahead of the African Nations Cup qualifier games, explained that an indigenous coach is capable of leading the Super Eagles to glory, having previously won the AFCON in 2013 with the late Stephen Keshi and the saddle. He called on the NFF to give the local coaches the chance to show what they can offer by selecting the most experienced and qualified from the pool of indigenous Africans to lead the Super Eagles. And of course, he made references to talking about past coaches who have done it, even the AFCON that was recently won by an indigenous coach, talking about Faye, the coach of Senegal, I beg your pardon, Cote d'Ivoire. And of course, the one before that was won by Senegal's coach. And of course, he was also Senegalese and indigenous coach. He was making reference to all of that, saying that indigenous coaches will do a better job. Maiwa, what's your take on getting an indigenous coach ahead of a foreign coach for national teams, most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Well, I've been one of the supporters of hiring our local coaches. Presently, the money we have on offer will not even hire us a grade A coach. And I've said it: if we are not going to get a grade A coach, then we should stick to our local coaches. I think our local coaches, they've come a long way, and they can do the magic. I mean, we've seen the likes of Emerson Faye do it for Cote d'Ivoire. There is this what's his name now? The guy in Senegal who was in part of the 2002 World Cup. I can't really remember
Aliou
his name now.
Cisse.
He has done it for Aliou Cisse. Yes, he has done it for his Senegalese team. So I mean, the list goes on. There's a Stephen Keshi, may God rest his soul. I mean, he did it for Nigeria in 2013. I mean, there's no point, wasting money and bringing a great Z coach. I think it's high time we give our guys, the opportunity. Remember, on this show, I've said it over and over again. If they trust Finidi Ball will get us a qualification ticket to the Nations Cup and the World Cup. So I mean, if they are not looking at any other local coach, I think they should allow Finidi George take care of the team in terms of oversee the team for the World Cup qualifier and the Nations Cup qualifier. And I think we have enough quality, and Finidi has enough quality to be able to deliver that to us as a country.
All right, and of course, you're still talking about Finidi Ball once again. I don't know this thing about Finidi Ball. He's so good. But of course, we've tried it a few times. But I don't know. It looks like Finidi might, of course, get a shot.
As it stand, I stand with Maiwa. Giving the blacks the work to do is much more better. An homegrown coach is actually going to be better. Understanding the players more. Since you're in a country together, understand, and they will not collect the amount that you bring. It's not even a grade A coach from the foreign scene, and you bring them to come and become local champions, and you tell us to like quarter final and we're out, and you pay them huge amount of money. Why not focus that amount on a local coach within the league, someone that can do it? And I think giving Finidi the job currently will not be a bad idea. Let's give him a trial, at least for the World Cup qualifiers, and if he's able to do very well, why not focus and move on with it? Funny enough, we have not heard anything from NFF. All the application they came out to announce on Twitter, on Twitter, till now, we have not even heard, okay, we have 20-man short list. These are the names and the 20-man. These are the people who are screening currently. Nothing, just came out and made a post and, okay, you should apply. After apply, we have not seen the results.
It shows you that the NFF is clueless.
It's obvious they are clueless. No football organization in the world will come and put the opening for a job out like that. I think it's obvious that the NFF are clueless, and since they have not been able to act upon what they did, the comments and the posts they made ever since over a month now, I think over a month already, and they've not come out to make any claim or any short list that these are the final members of who people are looking at into, I think it's obvious that they are clueless and they don't know what they are doing at the moment.
And
But
of course,
we just have to wait and see what comes out of it.
that's the detriment.
They make it public now, then everybody will know, okay, yes, this is what we are facing. The players will have to adjust. If they're not cool with him, they have to, okay, we have no option. We have to adjust to what he wants and give our all to make sure we are in the next competition. But for now, this one, the NFF are keeping quiet and just leading us on that, okay, let them be going. Let's see what comes out in the future. It's actually a very sad one.
Mario, I think I would like to throw that to you because what it looks like we might not have a substantive coach ahead of the game against South Africa because we're already in the month of April and June is around the corner, and I don't know what the plan is. Should they just stick with Finidi George and let us move on? Because it is really sad. And let's not forget, there's a clause to that. The last friendly game, some of the players were not happy with Finidi George for inviting them and not using them for games. So there's already rancor in the team. That's also another clause. There've also been rumors about talking about Amuneke has been anointed as this.
I just feel you are coming from the angle that your club
there's
lost
a possibility that it can happen. So that's as far as you said you can't say. That means anything is possible. Anything can happen. Yeah. So
don't quote me wrong.
anything can happen.
You are saying this because of maybe you're a bad loser. You're a bad loser.
No.
It's paining. You're in pain currently because your team is going on.
Liverpool played a bad game.
Okay.
Yes. Liverpool didn't deserve to win or train away their chances.
Okay.
I agree. Against another was worst.
What's the match that is giving the impression that the match was fixed?
Arsenal losing.
You are talking about Arsenal. Arsenal lost the first leg against Aston Villa. The same Unai Emery that has not been in good time, that was disgraced out of Arsenal.
Arsenal has been on a run of form. They've been doing well at the Emirates Stadium. All of a sudden, they're losing to Aston Villa.
Liverpool has been doing well for over how many years? You guys have played over 90-something matches at the Anfield and has not lost anything. And you lost 2 in space of 4 days against Atlanta and against Crystal Palace. So what are you? So the conspiracy also went to the Europa League also.
My great to have you back. Okay, the former vice president Atiku Abubakar believes Arsenal can still have a chance of winning the Prem title, despite their disappointing home defeat to Aston Villa on Sunday. The Gunners lost 2-0 to Unai Emery's side at the Emirates Stadium, a result which dented their title aspiration. Goals from Leon Bailey and Ollie Watkins condemned the North London side to their first Premier League loss since New Year's Eve. It also means that Manchester City will leave the Premier League title for the 5th time in 6 seasons if they win their final 6 matches. Atiku has ever backed Arsenal to bounce back from the defeat and fight for the title until the end of the season. Of course, Arsenal will receive a lot of bashing. Anytime I remember Arsenal, I remember what Jose Mourinho said about Arsenal, and Arsene Wenger most especially. He said they are consistent with failure. So failure is acceptable with Arsenal.
I feel sorry for Arsenal. So
for Atiku coming to show his
the Arsenal fans should take their logo and go to a very strong Baba. They should go and pray and wash. Because the spirit of getting close to the promise. Let's use the promised land. The spirit of getting close to the promised land and falling back is always it's a big issue. Last season they had similar issue where they were weeks away, just weeks. I think 3 weeks away from winning the league, and all of a sudden they fell back and losing matches and dropping points, important crucial points, and losing the league to Man City. This season again they are walking in the same shoes.
Really
I was not expecting them to win Aston Villa. I said it on the show on Friday. I was not expecting, but at least get a draw, and you'll be like, okay, we are not too far from the what we are expecting. And the way it's looking, if Arsenal can be dropping points against Aston Villa, they have a Chelsea. They are still going to play a Chelsea side that Chelsea that does not a London derby that Chelsea does not like to see Arsenal. They don't even want to see Arsenal progress in any means. Now a Chelsea side is trying to maintain being in the first half of the log towards the end of the season. I don't think they'll get a full 3 points against Chelsea. And they also have a Manchester United that might...
All right, let's take a quick breather. When we'll come back, we'll hit you with more football action from the foreign scene. Please stay with us.
Delivery comes in. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! They got a goal, Nigeria!
When your morning starts, make sure to look around for the right company to serve you everything you need to know about what's happening around you. That's why you need VOP this morning, because we will climb this far to give you a voice in what's going on, from news, reviews, politics and the economy, sports, and even entertainment. Join us weekdays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on VOP TV. VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
Delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great goal! They got a goal, Nigeria!
All right, welcome back. You're still watching the show Locker Room on VOP TV. Let's go back to the German Bundesliga. Bayern Leverkusen lifted the Bundesliga title for the first time in their 120-year history on Sunday. A 5-0 victory over Werder Bremen, breaking Bayern Munich's 11-year stranglehold on the German top flight. Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen knew victory would secure the title with 5 games to spare, and there were no signs of nerves in a dominant performance. And of course, a hat-trick from Florian Wirtz and goals from Victor Boniface and Granit Xhaka extended their unbeaten run to a stunning 43 games in all competitions. And of course, Leverkusen maiden title, coming after 5 second-place finishes in their history, keeps their dream of a remarkable treble alive while shedding their unwanted Leverkusen nickname for good. Quite a fantastic run from Xabi Alonso's team.
A very big congratulations to the whole team, from Xabi Alonso to his coaching staff, his his coaching staffs and the set of players they lined up for the whole competition, for the whole matches from the beginning. Having 43 games, going for 3 games unbeaten is actually a very, very good one. I think they have about just 4 or 5 draws in the whole 43, and they've considered us about 20 or 25 goals to show you how good the team has been all through the season. And a very good congratulations to them I think it's too small for them for what they have done. Congratulations to them, and Leverkusen winning their first league title ever. That's actually a very, very good one. When I don't know when Xabi Alonso was appointed the manager, they were sitting in 17th in the log, and currently now they are winning the league just about a year apart. Congratulations to them, and for Boniface, I've been watching this. I've been on his Instagram handle all day. Since yesterday, I've been seeing the videos, the interviews. It's not easy. Congratulations to them. The boys did very, very well. And ending the Bayern Munich 11 years of continuous championship back to back. I feel sorry for Hurricane. Whenever I see that man Munich might be going trophyless for the whole year, the main reason why he left his former club, his boyhood club of Tottenham, to come to play Bayern Munich is actually to get more trophies. And it's all out of all the teams coming for him at that moment, Bayern Munich was like the easiest way to get a trophy, get his hand on the trophy. Now he's here, and they are not winning any trophy. They are leaving trophy for the first time in 11 years. It's actually a very sad one for Hurricane. Let's just say hope next coach coming in after during the summer will actually make them better next season. But I don't think this by Leverkusen side, I don't see them slowing down. And they are aiming for a treble. We know they are staying. They are in the cup. They are in the German Cup final, and also they are in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. So I know they might still win 1 or 2 trophies before the end of the season. It's looking like if Liverpool leaves, if Liverpool are not able to qualify against Atalanta, it looks like they are giving with the treble.
All right, of course, it's going to be a very, very interesting run. Of course, Leverkusen tag is over. My congratulations, we'll say, in order for Bayern Leverkusen picking their maiden title in a 129-year history.
Congratulations to Bayern Leverkusen. I think the Leverkusen tag should now go to Arsenal. I think Arsenal is new. Arsenal. The Leverkusen should go to Arsenal. I mean, since Bayern Leverkusen have decided to drop that tag, I think it's going to Arsenal now. However, it's a very great one to Alonso. I mean, we've said it over and over on this particular show that as the sun will rise tomorrow, that Bayern Leverkusen will sure win the league title. And it was confirmed yesterday. Our own Victor Boniface contributing to the win. Florian Wirtz coming from the bench to score an hat-trick in the space of 20 minutes was interesting. Was Granit Xhaka. Even Frimpong was throwing jabs at Granit Xhaka that he left Arsenal, who has been trophyless to come to Bayern and win a trophy immediately he joined Bayern Leverkusen. I mean, it was just so impressive. But in any case, I mean, the team has gave a good account of themselves. I won't be, like James says, I won't be surprised if they get to the final of the Europa League. I think they should be able to pick one or two more trophies before the end of the season. It's just very great that after 120 years they are able to deliver, and it shows the kind of class Alonso has. Congratulations to Boniface and the Bayern Leverkusen team once again.
Alright, of course, they made a big statement with the 5-0 drubbing of Werder Bremen. It requires an emphatic run. And of course, Xabi Alonso staying with the side next season. It's not still over because they still have to fight for the Europa League. And they're still
the German Cup.
German Cup. And it looks like they're going to pick those two. Europa League is
I think
crazy.
the toughest test they might face in the Europa League might be Liverpool.
Liverpool is out of Europa League.
So if Liverpool now leaves against Atalanta, I think it's an easy road for them. I think after Atalanta,
Sorry, James.
we have Benfica.
Sorry, James.
Yes.
I know you want
Sorry,
me
James.
you want me to say it again?
Did Jerry just say Liverpool is out of the Europa League? Did you just say that?
Yeah, Liverpool is out. Except the miracle happens.
Are we sure we are having Jerry on the poster? Are you sure?
His club is actually going through a lot currently. He cannot defend anybody. Against on Thursday after the match, I saw him on Friday morning. Was like on Friday afternoon was like why the club not start Salah? Why the club bench Salah? Why didn't bench Jota? On Sunday, started all of them, and Crystal Palace still disgraced him. So I think now he's out of excuse. So
I'm a realist, so I don't deal.
No, the excuse now is giving now is the match was fixed, right?
I said some conspiracy theories. Says looks like match fiction is involved. It's conspiracy theory. So conspiracy is a word. So just calm, keep it calm.
Okay.
Calm. So what is it? The fact is that Liverpool.
Just accept you are out of it.
You know what? Let me just bring this picture back.
Okay.
When Liverpool lost to Barcelona in the UEFA Champions League, was it 20?
Don't worry, remember the year. We remember the match. You don't have to remember the year. Just continue.
Liverpool lost 3-0. I, for one, was already saying that Liverpool's out.
Okay.
So that's how I feel now. Liverpool is out of the Europa League.
So you feel,
except a miracle happened.
So you feel this Liverpool side can improve.
No, this Liverpool side, they've always, under Jurgen Klopp, they've always proved doubters wrong. So I'm one of those doubters that believe that they are
I don't at this point. I don't. This Liverpool that we are watching, this Liverpool that we watched against Liverpool, Manchester United 2 times, and also against them, Crystal Palace and Atalanta. I don't think there's any magic they will do that. They will make them. They will go to Italy and win 4-3 or win 5-3 or 5-1 or whatever. At this point,
the season that Liverpool was having lost to Barcelona, so they also have these issues too. They
were playing better. Even the match they lost against Barcelona, they played better. Not that they were unfortunate to concede goals.
Because they had 3 goals.
Yes, they were just unfortunate to concede those goals. And
let's not forget, prior to the second leg at Anfield, there was no Salah, there was no Firmino, there was no Sadio Mane. So there was no chance they were going to beat Barcelona.
At this point, you guys are struggling with your midfield, and you guys your defense is very, very exposed.
Going to sleep. Defense is going to sleep. But it is what it is.
And it's almost impossible for Atlanta not to score when they are in their own field. See,
all this analysis, they are fact on paper.
Okay, no problem.
We'll be here. On paper.
We'll be here on Friday. We'll be here on Friday evening and we'll discuss it.
But I agree with you that on paper, in the second leg against Barcelona, Liverpool were out of it because they didn't have their 3 strong men. That was the most deadliest attack in Europe at the time.
I'm telling you.
Are you
trying to compare the team of Barcelona
against me out here because
Jerry, the simple thing is, are you trying to compare the team that faced Barcelona and this team you have currently?
See, even this team we have currently,
which one is better?
The team that faced Barcelona, this team is better.
Wow.
The team that faced Barcelona at that time, this team is better because they had all the players still fit and no injuries. Let's say that with fact because then we're not relying on players like if I remember the Dutch midfielder right now, score a goal. Even the Origi was not even in the equation. Origi from nowhere will score a goal against Barcelona. There was no chance, but it don't happen.
But now you are relying on the likes of Darwin Núñez and the Salah that has not been informed, and the daughter that just come back from injury. So how are you going to score like 4 goals against Atalanta?
If Liverpool had players like Darwin Núñez,
against
Luis Diaz, against Barcelona, you'll say yes, at least they stand a chance. But then
How you say you start a chance against the Downey that will see 10 chances and miss 9.5?
Who was starting for
And
Liverpool?
scored the many
Who was
half.
starting for Liverpool against Barcelona that day? We're talking about Origi. Origi on a good day should not even smell even the bench against the Barcelona team.
But you know if Downey that started that Barcelona match, I'm sure you guys wouldn't have qualified. Because you have all the chances that you guys got that day, you'll have flinged them
I
away.
would prefer to have a Downey than Origi.
Wow.
Then.
What about now?
Yeah.
What about now?
So now I will still prefer Downey to Origi because Origi is a player that once in once, not all the time. He's more or less a player who comes from the bench and changes game. But starts Origi, you will not have the best of him. I think Myra will agree with me with what we've been saying so far so good. I think you have one or two things to say. Myra.
Well, I think I'll disagree with you a bit.
Okay.
The current Liverpool side right now, their defense is not as good as the one that played against Barcelona. Remember, in the last 5 games, you guys have conceded over 12 goals, and that should be concerning to Jurgen Klopp.
I agree with you.
I mean, one of the hallmark of you winning any game in Europe or wherever is you not conceding goals. And for the past 4-5 games, Liverpool has been letting in ridiculous goals. I mean, imagine the goal they considered against Crystal Palace. Imagine the goal they considered against Manchester United. The Manchester United that everybody has written off. Imagine the goal that they considered. So I mean, they've been conceding goals with reckless abandon, making uncharacteristic mistake, and that's the reason why I feel the Barcelona side, the team that played against Barcelona, they were more defensive. They were better in defending than this current team. So with this current defense, if anything does not change, I don't see any miracle happening against Atlanta. You might score against Atlanta, but definitely Atlanta will find a way to get 1 or 2 goals against Liverpool. So mathematically, I'll probably say, like you said, Liverpool is out.
All right. Like I said, I like the one. I like that
Not
word
me
you
talk am o.
I like the
Let
word
me
you
talk am o. Na you
use.
talk am.
Like you said, Liverpool is. All right. Anyway, it's all good. Let's talk about still Liverpool, where it looks like some of their key players like Florian Wirtz and Granit Xhaka will both stay with freshly minted Bundesliga champions Bayern Leverkusen beyond the summer. And this one is coming from the sporting director, Simon Rofels, which looks very good if you ask me. Those players are key. We want to see them next season and see what they can offer.
We all know Granit Xhaka will not be leaving. The main concern should be Florian Wirtz, because that guy has been in the eye of major clubs. Most fans love him as his style of play. Imagine coming down from the bench and scoring a trick in a match like that decides the fate of the club, like yesterday's match. Florian has been in the eye of Barcelona. We have heard the report of Barcelona. We have heard reports of Manchester United coming in. So he has been in the eye of, and he's just 20. So I just think I think Bayern, because Leverkusen has a job to do to keep time down, to keep him more than a year or two before maybe letting him go. We know, don't be surprised the likes of Bayern Munich to come for him towards the end of the summer and wanting to switch allegiance from the Leverkusen side to Bayern Munich. It's actually a very, very good midfielder.
He's just 20.
He's just 20, and he plays a very good style of football. A very creative midfielder that has over 30 goal involvement this year. So it's like one of the focal points that carried this Xabi Alonso side, him and Boniface. They did exceptionally well when nobody believed. Towards the beginning of the season, we were like, what are these people doing? Is this just a fluke? We have seen many clubs start the season very well, but when 1 or 2 injuries happen along the way, then they will drop back. And funny enough, when Boniface was absent, he stepped up and he did very well, did exceptionally well. Credits to the Xabi Alonso side and his recruitment team. They did a lot. They did it very well. Comparing the side that finished 17th or 16th last season to the side that finished, I can't remember how they finished, but I know they didn't do very well last season. And now just over, I think 3 or 4 transfers, and now the side is winning the league. It's actually a very, very good one for the club. And Xabi also staying actually guarantees most players, if not all, most players will be staying for the next year. We have heard reports of Jeremy Frimpong, Manchester United wanting to activate his release clause of 35 million. It's still rumored though, but if Alonso is still in the club next year, I think most of these players should be around to be available and able to back their following their season again.
All right, of course, Mario, I would like to react to keeping of their crucial players ahead of next season because if they want to maintain this type of form and consistency, they will need the players that did them solid in winning the league title this season.
I think it's the right thing for them to do. Remember that particular Monaco team. I can't stop talking about that particular Monaco team. They burst onto the scene, did very well, and every club in Europe raided all the stars and the rest of that. Apart from Kylian Mbappe, we can't hear of any of them. And since then, Monaco has not gotten back what they've lost in terms of quality and the rest of that. I think Bayern Leverkusen will need the stability, and for them to be able to get the stability, they will need, their key players to stay. And it's a good one that they are keeping their key players. However, I've been hearing reports about, Leeds, Manchester United being interested in Leeds and Frimpong and just of that. Please, if anybody is close to Leeds, should tell him he should avoid Manchester United. Leeds and Frimpong, they should avoid Manchester United, or else they want to ruin their career. At the moment, Manchester United is not a club any sensible player should want to sign for. The inconsistency is too much, so they should just stay in Bayern Leverkusen where they've been able to find their feet. And also, just mentioned something about the recruitment the other time. One thing Xabi Alonso did right this season was this. Last season they didn't finish very well. I think they finished 16th. They were very close to playing the relegation playoff, but they were lucky that they were able to escape that. What Xabi Alonso did excellently well was he made some few changes with the recruitment team, and the people he brought in, they have key eye for talent, and those talent has been able to turn the team around. I mean, some of the players that are made part of this particular team are rejects in the clubs they are coming from. Granit Xhaka could not find a way in Arsenal. He was chased away. Nathan Tella was struggling in Southampton, and Nathan Tella comes to Bayer Leverkusen and becomes gold. And just a Patrick Schick, who was not succeeding in Leeds United, moved over to Bayer Leverkusen and became a big star. And I mean, so these are the things that made them successful. And to be honest, they will have to hold on to these guys for them to be very competitive next time, if they want to, build on what they've been able to do this season.
All right, and of course, let's give you some bit of more interesting news this time around before we go to the big ones, where Chelsea faces a huge challenge to avoid breaching Premier League sustainability rules after posting an £89.8 million loss for the 2022-2023 season. The Blues' wage bill soared to over £400 million last season, while they splashed out £745 million on transfer fees. But that investment in the club's first full season under an American investment consortium fronted, by LA Dodgers co-owner Todd Bowley, failed to deliver success on the field. Chelsea finished 12th in the Premier League last season, despite having the second highest wage bill behind only English champions Manchester City. And of course, Pochettino's men currently sit ninth at the table this season, despite a further £454 million being spent on new players since June 30th, 2023. Okay, it's really been a bad time for Chelsea, and definitely a lot of Chelsea fans not really excited about the club at the moment. And of course, in a related development, Everton have lost a formal appeal against a 2-point penalty imposed on the club for breaching Premier League financial regulations. And the club admitted breaching profitability and sustainability rules for permitted losses by £16.6 million for the assessment period ending with 2022-2023 season. Of course, like Mario always said, if you do the crime, you should do the time. All right, and of course, the dominant Newcastle United struck twice within 95 seconds as Alexander Isak's brace helped them secure a 4-0 win over Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League on Saturday. A vital result in their bid to qualify for European competition. Of course, I feel bad that I had to bench Alexander Isak on my FPL, and he eventually got 12
Congrats to Isak. Isak is actually doing the despite missing almost all through the season with injuries. He's currently sitting at the third highest goal scorer, 17 goals this season. Actually, a very good one for him. I think this summer most things will be for him, coming for him. I just think the only problem we're having is this injury crisis. Yeah, I think it's injury crisis. I think two strikers that will be on the move this summer, Alexander Isak and Ivan Toney. Those two players are going to are definitely leaving their clubs. Where they are going to, I don't know, but I know
Manchester United might be interested too.
Funny how our coach Ten Hag said he needs a striker. After spending £75 million on Hoyland,
Rasmus Hoyland.
But I think to an extent, I can come to some slack because our supposed second striker, Anthony Martial, has not featured all season.
Martial is on a cruise.
That boy is just collecting free. I think he earns about $280 or $270, free $207,000 from Manchester United every week,
and
he's chilling without playing anything.
He has even said that he will play out his contract. So he's going to sit out his contract. He's not leaving. So he'll make sure he enjoy that money.
He knows nobody
for
will
the
want to
last-
come and buy him. He's a striker like that. Who wants to spend money on
Would
him?
you spend £20,000 a week on Martial right now?
20,000 naira self.
Taking a look at Newcastle United, it seems like they found back their form. Let's not forget that at some point in the season they had injury problems, they were struggling. But now it looks like they are back in the equation. But I don't think Europe is too sure for them. But anything can still happen. They still have 5 games to go. Let's just give them fingers crossed. But they're doing well right now. Isak has found his form. He's scoring goals and plenty alongside Gordon as well for Newcastle United.
I think it's a good one for them. Remember, Newcastle is currently where they are because of the injury concerns, and at the moment they still have a whole lot of players still out injured. But the fantastic thing is most of their players who were out injured, they are back. They are firing on all cylinders. I was in the studio on Saturday watching that particular game in the studio, and it was so amazing to see Isak come back and how he was able to comport himself to be able to score the goals. And kudos to also Anthony. I mean, Gordon Anthony has shown that he should be getting a call for. He should be fighting. He should have a place in the English national team. He was so instrumental in that particular game. He was able to give an assist and also was able to score a goal in that particular match. Kudos to Isak. Kudos to Gordon Anthony, and kudos to the Newcastle team. But the big question is this: where will Isak be playing next season? Because I feel I don't see him playing in Arsenal in Newcastle next season. But the club is going to go to is what I don't know. If he's thinking of Manchester United, you stay away from Manchester United. We are not good for anybody at the moment right now.
Manchester United might be going for Ivan Toney. I'll not be surprised if Manchester United go for Ivan Toney.
But at least there must be a savior. There must be a player that should go to Man United so that they can save the
Definitely,
club.
Manchester United is a club that if you come for any player, even if they're not going to, they will come.
But the thing is this. But the thing is this. It's not even about the strikers now. It's not about the strikers. The thing is this. Most of the time, the strikers do not even get the supplies that they are supposed to get.
Exactly.
The problem is from the defense to the field. Not even the strikers. The strikers sometimes they lack scoring because they are not getting the required supply. Put Højlund in Man City and it will be different. Do you understand? Put Højlund in Man City and it will be different. Put a Garnacho in Man City and he'll be doing wonders. The reason has been the major reason why these guys are not performing to the best of their ability is because the supplies are not good enough. How many times do Manchester United control the game? I mean, if you look at the game against Bournemouth, the performance was so shameful. So I mean, this has been what has been happening, this season, all throughout this season, and that's the reason why most of these strikers they become ordinary players when they come to Manchester United. Hence the reason why I said no right thinking striker or right thinking top player who want to be part of the Manchester United team at the moment.
All right, taking a look at the table, Newcastle United share the same points with Manchester United.
Currently sitting above Manchester United.
And the goal difference is 17. And Manchester United's
minus
goal
one.
difference
Is it minus one or
minus 1? They have 50 points.
Well,
so it's pretty sad for Man United.
But by the way, Jerry, should you run into David D? Please tell him that he has become a prophet now. Probably maybe he should hire me as his PA so that we can start, our church business. I mean, he prophesied at the beginning of the season that Onana will concede over 70 goals. And it's happening at the moment. I mean, Onana is already 71. Yeah, Onana has turned 71 in terms of conceding goals. Only God knows how many he's going to concede before the end of the season.
All right, let's talk about the title running. We've seen the 3 teams running for the title, but it looks like Man City is sitting pretty with 73 points, 2 points ahead. And of course, if you take a look at their remaining games,
they have Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, Fulham, Tottenham, and West Ham.
Yeah, and if you look at Man City, the Man City we know who have won the title back-to-back 3 times.
Cruise.
And they're looking good for the treble. Man City already looks like overwhelming favorite to win it, whether you like it or not, because the other teams, Arsenal and Liverpool, take a look at their matches.
I'm sorry for Arsenal. Arsenal still have Wolves to play. They have Chelsea, they have Tottenham, they have Bournemouth, they have Manchester United, they have Everton. Arsenal is not winning this league. There is no magic Arsenal will get If Arsenal get out of these 6 matches to go, if Arsenal are able to get half of the, let's say 15 points, that's like 50, yeah. If Arsenal are able to get 15 or 20 points out of this next match to go, I'll be surprised. Because they have a strong Wolves side. Wolves have been ever since the Wolves were promoted to the Premier League. We know they have been an headache for every top side. No matter their run of form before the match. Once they get to the top side, you're either winning them 1-0, or you guys are drawing, or you guys are losing. Then you move to the Chelsea side. We know whenever Chelsea hears Arsenal, they don't even have to be good. They can be playing like Sheffield United against everybody. But when they see Arsenal and it's Arsenal, you know now. You come to that Man City level where the winner and Ireland are going to be present for them. You also have Everton that is struggling to leave the relegation. They have Tottenham. No, I'm sorry for Arsenal. Arsenal are not. They should just.
All right, so
they prepare for next season.
Manchester's going to win the title then.
Who is going to win the championship?
Manchester City. Before we go, Amayo, take a look at the remaining 6 games. Man City all the way for you, or something else?
I think the only tough game for Man City will be Wolves and Tottenham. I think Wolves has a way of being a boogie team for Man City. If they can beat Wolves and Tottenham, I think the league is theirs.
All right, and of course that's how we'll wrap it up on Locker Room this evening. I want to say big thanks, Maiwa, for being a part of the show. It's been awesome having you.
Well, it's amazing to be here. And Jerry, on the parting note, next season is another season. Probably maybe if you hire Southgate, you probably win the league next season.
They will be struggling next season.
Which of the gates?
They will surely struggle next season.
Please.
It's
not only Southgate, it's not Gates.
This season is like it's a pathway to what they are going through currently is a pathway to what they're going to face next season.
Don't worry.
You know, right? If you are struggling like this now, club that has not gone.
We are not disunited like Manchester United. We still have organized setup.
I'm going to record.
We have an organized setup.
I'll record it and keep it.
Mike Edwards is back.
Okay.
We have a good setup that is going to plan for the future. They've already done the calculations. So don't worry. Whoever we bring in, there will be a bit of consistency and a difference.
I love
Eric Ten Hag style.
I love your confidence.
Not Mourinho.
We'll be here next year.
Not that you'll be sacking coaches like
next year we'll be here. Maybe you'll be in the studio with us and we'll be able to drag his here.
All right, thank you very much. Just a big thanks to our production team talking about the lives of Shegun, Ikechukwu, and of course Jerry Maya for being also behind the console, not leaving out Samuel. My name is Jerry Apel. I said have a great evening.